On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Dirt.
Soil, dust, or any substance that makes a surface not clean, the part of the Earth's surface consisting of humus and disintegrated rock.
Examples:
Dirt road. Dirt track. The garden was filled with dirt and needed to be tilled before planting.
Underneath.
Under or below something else.
Examples:
Underneath the surface of the water. Underneath the laughter. The penny fell underneath the piano.
Crisscross.
To move or make lines that intersect or cross each other in a pattern resembling a series of X's.
Examples:
Crisscross over the edges of the walls. Crisscross my heart. The roads crisscrossed through the countryside, creating a beautiful scenic drive.
Fracture.
The breaking or cracking of a rigid material or object such as bone.
Examples:
Fracture test. Risk of bone fractures. X-ray inspection revealed many fractures.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
Astronomical observation. Astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Quantity.
The amount or number of something, magnitude.
Examples:
Half quantity. Residual quantity. In southward, the average annual water quantity increases.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Crust.
A hard outer layer that forms on the surface of a liquid as it cools or on a solid as a result of exposure to air or moisture.
Examples:
Crust formation. The Earth's crust. The bread's crust was golden brown and crispy.
Gutsy.
Displaying courage, determination, or boldness, characterized by a willingness to take risks or face challenges.
Examples:
Gutsy move. Gutsy performance. It was gutsy to quit her job and start her own business.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Microbiome.
The community of microorganisms equals living things too small to be seen, that can usually be found living together in any given environment or the human body.
Examples:
Skin microbiome. Have a diverse microbiome. The gut microbiome is a major producer of serotonin, which is necessary for human mental stability.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Weigh.
To have a particular weight, to carefully evaluate things before making a conclusion.
Examples:
Weigh heavily on stock prices. Weigh a cargo. The baby weighs 1 pound 3 ounces.
Biome.
A major ecological community characterized by particular plant and animal species adapted to a specific climate and geographic region, such as desert, tundra, or rainforest.
Examples:
Biome conservation. Marine biome. The rainforest is one of the most diverse biomes on the planet.
Belly.
The front part of the body below the chest, containing the stomach and bowels, the rounded or curved part of an object, such as a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
The belly of the ship. With an empty belly. She had a tattoo just above her belly button.
Pale.
Having skin that is very light colored, lacking in vitality or interest or effectiveness.
Examples:
A pale complexion. Pale pink. She turned pale when she heard the news.
Comparison.
The consideration or examination of the similarities between two or more people or things.
Examples:
Ease of comparison. Comparison of foods on a caloric basis. I've included the 2 designs for a comparison.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Sew.
To join, fasten, or repair two pieces of something by putting the thread through them with a needle.
Examples:
Sew with thread. Sew a button. My mother taught me how to sew.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Limitless.
Without end, limit, or boundary, infinite.
Examples:
For a limitless time. Limitless potential. The possibilities for scientific discovery are limitless.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Subsurface.
Situated or located beneath the surface of something, existing or occurring within the deeper layers of a material or object, often referring to areas below the Earth's surface.
Examples:
Subsurface mining. Subsurface oil reserves. The subsurface layers of the ocean are still largely unexplored.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Microbiology.
The study of microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and algae, and their role in various fields such as medicine, agriculture, and the environment.
Examples:
A specialist in microbiology. Microbiology laboratory. The field of microbiology includes the study of bacteria, fungi, viruses, and other microorganisms.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Coverage.
The reporting or news of an important event, sports, subject, etc. The amount, range, area, or quality of something that something provides.
Examples:
Full coverage insurance. Contractual coverage. The scandal received widespread media coverage.
Alien.
A person who comes from a different country, race, or group, a form of life assumed to exist outside the Earth or its atmosphere.
Examples:
Alien fungi. Resident aliens. Alien species have drastically altered the ecosystem in this area.
Spaceship.
Especially in science fiction, a spacecraft designed to carry a crew into interstellar space.
Examples:
A spaceship to survey the moon. Alien spaceship. They launched a crewless spaceship into space.
Reconstruct.
To build or form something again that has been damaged or destroyed.
Examples:
Reconstruct an image. Reconstruct the original text. They've decided to reconstruct a ruined castle.
Globe.
The earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe. Around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Dormant.
In a state of temporary inactivity, rest, or sleep, not growing or progressing, but capable of doing so under the right circumstances.
Examples:
Dormant volcano. Dormant account. The disease can remain dormant for years before it presents any symptoms.
Relative.
Considered and evaluated through comparison with something else.
Examples:
A remote relative. Relative factors. Most countries prohibit sexual activity between certain close relatives.
Ficus.
A genus of flowering plants in the family Moraceae, commonly known as fig trees or figs, characterized by their large, lobed leaves and edible fruit.
Examples:
Ficus seeds. Ficus plant. The ficus tree in the park provides shade for picnickers on hot summer days.
Measles.
A highly infectious viral disease that causes fever, red spots on the skin, and other flu-like symptoms, typically affects children.
Examples:
Measles outbreak. Measles vaccine. The school sent a notice of a measles case in one of the classrooms.
Guinea.
A former British gold coin worth 21 shillings, or a unit of currency used in some West African countries. Guinea, a republic in Western Africa on the Atlantic.
Examples:
Guinea coins. Guinea pig. The cost of the antique vase is 3 guineas.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Coli.
A bacterium of the genus Escherichia that is commonly found in the human gut and is used as a model organism in molecular biology and biochemistry.
Examples:
E. coli bacteria strain. Coli cells. The study of Escherichia coli has led to important advancements in areas such as antibiotic resistance, gut microbiome, and synthetic biology.
Undergo.
To go through something unpleasant or that involves a change.
Examples:
Undergo surgery. Undergo a decrease. The train has to undergo rigorous safety checks.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
Cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Wrap.
To cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
Wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Analogy.
A comparison between similar things that have similar aspects, often used to help explain a principle or concept.
Examples:
Draw analogy. Historical analogy. Some kinds of machine learning models show an analogy to how people learn.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Complicated.
Involving a lot of different things or parts in a way that is difficult to understand or analyze.
Examples:
A complicated process. Become increasingly complicated. He did complicated pen and ink drawings in just a few days.
Cycle.
An interval during which a recurring sequence of events occurs, a bicycle or motorcycle.
Examples:
The cycle of the seasons. Go to the workplace by cycle. The food chain causes a material cycle.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Lifeless.
Without life, dead.
Examples:
Fall lifeless. A lifeless corpse. The plant had a lifeless appearance, indicating that it was not getting enough water.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Ridiculous.
Very silly or unreasonable and deserving to be laughed at.
Examples:
A ridiculous amount of money. A ridiculous suggestion. Everyone regarded the theory he advocated as ridiculous, but was later proven correct.
React.
To take action in response to something.
Examples:
React at a high temperature. React against his way of thinking. How did he react to your idea?
Oblivious.
Not aware of something, especially what is happening around you, forgetful.
Examples:
Oblivious of his promise. Oblivious to our response. She was so engrossed in her work that she was oblivious to her surroundings.
Mundane.
Very ordinary and therefore lacking interest or excitement.
Examples:
Mundane affairs. Mundane objects. After returning from the war, he had a pretty mundane life.
Seal.
To close or fasten an envelope, etc., securely. Noun, a large marine mammal that chiefly lives in cold regions and comes on shore to breed.
Examples:
Seal a hole. A fur seal. He sealed the letter with hot wax.
Tube.
A cylindrical container of metal, plastic, glass, etc., usually sealed and used as a means of preserving food or chemicals, a hollow cylindrical shape.
Examples:
A capillary tube. A glass tube. The tube train was packed with commuters during rush hour.
Nutrient.
Any substance that is essential for the maintenance and growth of living things.
Examples:
Nutrient medicine. A nutrient for hair. They used fast-acting nutrients on the flowers in the flower beds.
Starve.
To suffer or die from lack of food, to cause someone or something to suffer or die from lack of food, to deprive something of necessary nourishment or sustenance.
Examples:
Starve for a victory. Starve to death. If you don't eat soon, you're going to starve.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Compete.
To strive to achieve more success than someone or something.
Examples:
Compete against a friend. Compete fiercely. You must compete with others to obtain this position.
Starvation.
A severe lack of food that leads to malnutrition and, ultimately, death.
Examples:
Die of starvation. Starvation wages. The drought led to widespread starvation in the region.
Grizzled.
Having gray or partly gray hair, having a worn or weathered appearance, marked by experience or endurance.
Examples:
Grizzled beard. Grizzled appearance. The grizzled veteran shared his war stories and experiences with the young soldiers.
Squeak.
To make a high-pitched, short, sharp noise, to speak or say something in a high-pitched, weak, or timid voice.
Examples:
Squeak out a few words. My squeak. The door squeaked when I opened it.
Upstart.
A person who has recently risen to a position of power, especially one who behaves arrogantly, an ambitious or presumptuous newcomer.
Examples:
Upstart company. Ambitious upstart. The upstart politician made a splash in the election, challenging the established incumbents.
Evolutionary.
Relating to or denoting how living things develop or change from earlier forms.
Examples:
Ecology and evolutionary biology. The evolutionary process. Evolutionary algorithms can find ways to optimize that humans do not anticipate.
Payoff.
The outcome or result of an action or series of actions, the return or reward gained from an investment, effort, or risk.
Examples:
Financial payoff. Emotional payoff. The payoff for all my hard work was finally getting a promotion.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Equate.
To consider or describe one thing as similar, equal, or analogous.
Examples:
Equate mistakes with failure. Equate to legal responsibility. It isn't very reasonable to equate money with happiness.
Unimportant.
Not important.
Examples:
Unimportant information. Unimportant event. He regretted having undertaken the unimportant job without thinking about the consequences.
Sight.
The ability to see anything that is seen.
Examples:
An unexpected sight. Dull sight. Many famous sights are within walking distance.
Trickle.
To flow or drip slowly and in small amounts, to happen or occur gradually or in small quantities.
Examples:
Trickle down my cheek. Trickle from his eyes. Water was beginning to trickle into the basement after the heavy rain.
Leftover.
Not consumed or used at the end of something.
Examples:
Leftover from a party. Leftover goods. The chef will make soup with the leftover ham bone.
Picnic.
An outdoor meal or social gathering where food is served and eaten in nature, typically in a park, forest, or other outdoor settings.
Examples:
Picnic basket. Picnic table. The family enjoyed a lovely picnic in the park on a sunny day.
Shocking.
Extremely or surprisingly bad, or causing a strong emotional response such as surprise or disgust.
Examples:
Shocking response. Shocking revelation. The news of the accident was shocking and left many in shock.
Abundant.
Present in great quantity.
Examples:
Live an abundant life. An abundant supply of water. The country has abundant oil and natural gas resources.
Nitrogen.
A chemical element with the symbol N and atomic number 7, which is a highly reactive element that forms part of many compounds, including amino acids and proteins.
Examples:
Heavy nitrogen. Nitrogen absorption. Nitrogen gas is used to inflate car tires because it does not react with rubber.
Phosphorus.
A chemical element with the symbol P and atomic number 15 that is a nonmetallic, highly reactive, and luminescent element.
Examples:
Phosphorus element. Yellow phosphorus. Phosphorus compounds are commonly used to manufacture fertilizers to promote plant growth.
A hold.
To take hold of something, to grasp firmly.
Examples:
Grab a hold of the rope. Take a hold of the situation. I was able to get a hold of the concert tickets before they sold out.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Knit.
To make a garment or fabric by interlocking loops of yarn with needles or a machine.
Examples:
Knit my eyebrows. Knit a pair of socks. The grandmother knit a warm sweater for her grandchild.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
Silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Photon.
A unit or quantum of electromagnetic energy, typically regarded as a particle that is the basic constituent of all light and other forms of electromagnetic radiation.
Examples:
Photon emission. Photon energy. Infrared cameras detect photons in the infrared range of the electromagnetic spectrum.
Sunlight.
The light emitted by the sun, the rays of the sun.
Examples:
A glare of sunlight. Indirect sunlight. Radiation from sunlight has a different wavelength.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Chemolithoautotroph.
A type of organism that obtains energy by oxidizing inorganic compounds such as ammonia or sulfur and using carbon dioxide as a carbon source, often found in extreme environments such as deep-sea hydrothermal vents.
Examples:
Chemolithoautotroph bacteria. Chemolithoautotroph metabolism. The deep-sea hydrothermal vents provide the perfect environment for chemolithoautotrophs to thrive.
Chemo.
Short for chemotherapy, a treatment for cancer that uses drugs to destroy cancer cells.
Examples:
Chemo patient. Chemoradiotherapy. The side effects of chemo, such as nausea and hair loss, were a major concern for the patient.
Lithograph.
A printmaking process that involves creating a design on a flat stone or metal plate, transferring the design to paper using ink, and then printing multiple copies of the design.
Examples:
lithograph print, limited edition lithograph. The art gallery showcased a collection of colorful lithographic prints by renowned artists.
Autotroph.
A living thing capable of producing its own sustenance from basic chemical compounds such as carbon dioxide.
Examples:
photosynthetic autotroph, the cell of autotroph. Plants are autotrophs, meaning they produce their nutrition.
Sulfur.
Also sulfur, a chemical element with the symbol S and atomic number 16, found in many minerals and sulfur compounds, often used in the production of fertilizers, rubber, paper, and other industrial applications.
Examples:
sulfur dioxide, sulfur mine. The sulfur emissions from the nearby factory caused the rotten egg smell.
Manganese.
A chemical element with the symbol Mn and atomic number 25, commonly used in steel production and other alloys.
Examples:
manganese nodules, manganese steel. Manganese dioxide is used as a catalyst in some chemical reactions.
Purity.
The state of being undiluted or unmixed with anything else, the state of being free from immorality, especially of a sexual nature.
Examples:
the degree of purity, high purity. Higher purity requires additional equipment and energy.
Electron.
A tiny particle with a negative electrical charge.
Examples:
flow of electrons, beam of electrons. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
a straight line, straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Electrical.
Relating to electricity.
Examples:
an electrical storm. Degree in electrical engineering. Actuators convert electrical pulses into motion.
Cord.
A strong, thick, or thin thread or rope, a piece of plastic-coated wire used to transport electricity to a piece of equipment.
Examples:
spinal cord, electrical cord. Your spinal cord is located deep within your body.
Snorkel.
A tube-like device used for breathing underwater, with one end in the mouth and the other above the surface of the water.
Examples:
snorkel gear, scuba snorkel. The snorkel rental shop provided us with a map of the nearby snorkel sites.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Oxygen.
The chemical element with the symbol O that is present in air and water and is necessary for people, animals, and plants to live.
Examples:
The hydrogen binds the oxygen. Lack of oxygen. The passenger grabbed for the oxygen mask.
Mineral.
A solid inorganic substance occurring in nature having a definite chemical composition.
Examples:
Vitamin and minerals. Mineral rights. The robust economy of the country is based on its mineral resources.
Rust.
A reddish-brown coating or corrosion layer that forms on iron or steel as a result of exposure to moisture and oxygen. The process of corrosion on metal caused by oxidation.
Examples:
Rust-proofing. Rusty metal. The old car was covered in rust and needed extensive repair work.
Pyrite.
A yellowish mineral consisting of iron disulfide, typically found in granular form and often known as fool's gold due to its resemblance to gold.
Examples:
Pyrite-rich sedimentary rock. Cubic pyrite crystals. The presence of pyrite in the soil can influence the soil's acidity levels.
Limestone.
A sedimentary rock that is composed mainly of calcium carbonate, which is the mineral calcite.
Examples:
Sheer limestone cliffs. Limestone pavement. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built using blocks of limestone.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Geology.
A science that deals with the history of the Earth as recorded in rocks.
Examples:
Bureau of Geology. Local geology. He was a visiting geology professor at the University of Tokyo.
Blur.
A faint or indistinct image or sound, something that is not clear or distinct. Verb, to become unclear, to lose clear vision.
Examples:
Blur image. Motion blur. The camera's focus was off, and the image was a blur of colors and shapes.
Volcano.
A mountain or hill, typically conical, having a crater or vent through which lava, rock fragments, hot vapor, and gas are or have been erupted from the Earth's crust.
Examples:
Volcano alert level. Active volcano. The island was formed by a volcano millions of years ago. Crater. A huge bowl-shaped cavity in the earth or an object in space, usually created by an explosion or the impact of a meteorite. Examples: Crater lake, lunar crater. An enormous crater marks the area where the vast volcanic explosion occurred. Oceanic. Relating to or characteristic of the ocean or its inhabitants, having to do with the vast expanse of saltwater that covers most of the Earth's surface. Examples: Oceanic climate, oceanic exploration. The oceanic waves crashed against the shore, creating a mesmerizing sight. Tectonic. Relating to the structure of the Earth's crust and the large-scale processes that occur as a result of movements within it. Examples: Tectonic valleys, a tectonic earthquake. The tectonic plates shifted, causing an earthquake. Continental. Of or relating to a continent, equals one of the Earth's large land masses. Examples: Continental divide, polar continental air. The continental breakfast at the hotel was included with the room. Subduct. To push or force something, such as a tectonic plate, beneath another plate or into the mantle, creating a subduction zone. Examples: Subducts under the continental crust. Subduct oceanic lithosphere. The Pacific Plate is known to subduct beneath the North American Plate along the west coast of North America. Squeeze. To apply pressure from two or more sides, to hold someone or something tightly in your arms, usually with fondness. Examples: Squeeze a lemon. Squeeze a confession. She squeezed the toothpaste tube from the middle to get the last bit out. Zone. A specific area, region, or section that is marked off or defined in some way. Examples: Time zone. Zone defense. He was reluctant to leave his comfort zone and try something new. Exchange. To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded. Examples: Exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading. Invite. To ask someone to come or join, To offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
pH.
A measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a substance, on a scale of 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, lower values indicating greater acidity, and higher values indicating greater alkalinity.
Examples:
pH value of 7. pH scale. The pH level of this soil is too acidic for these types of plants.
Erupt.
Of a volcano, to become active and eject rocks, smoke, etc., to start abruptly and violently.
Examples:
Erupt in anger. Erupt into tears. Battles between whites and blacks erupted immediately.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Overly.
To a greater degree than is appropriate or desirable.
Examples:
Overly excessive. Overly unnecessary. The movie was overly dramatic, with exaggerated emotions and cliched plot twists.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Freak.
An abnormality that is not typical or expected.
Examples:
A rock freak. Freak weather. The freak accident caused the car to flip over and land on its roof.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Eruption.
An instance of a sudden and violent release of lava, gas, or ash from a volcano, a sudden outburst or explosion of something.
Examples:
Eruption alert level. Emotional eruption. The volcanic eruption caused widespread destruction and left the area covered in ash.
Obliterate.
To wipe out, destroy, or conceal all signs of something utterly, to remove completely from recognition or memory.
Examples:
Obliterate all traces. Obliterate data. The accident at that nuclear power plant obliterated the local ecosystem.
Vapor.
A mass of tiny liquid drops in the air.
Examples:
Alcohol vapor. Water vapor in the atmosphere. Clouds form when water vapor rises to the upper atmosphere.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Illustrate.
To provide pictures, photographs, diagrams, etc. in a book or something for explanation.
Examples:
Illustrate a key point. Illustrate a story. The company's financial records illustrate how successful it has been.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Cozy.
Comfortable and warm, giving a feeling of comfort, warmth, and relaxation.
Examples:
Have cozy relations. Cozy sound of rain. The fireplace made the room feel cozy and inviting.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Underground.
Under the surface of the ground, a secret group organized to achieve a specific purpose, such as overthrowing the government or occupying a force.
Examples:
Water flowing underground. Underground activist. Having underground parking has been very beneficial throughout the winter.
Filter.
Any of several types of equipment or systems used to separate particles from liquids or gases or to remove specific forms of light.
Examples:
Gas filter. Clogged filter. Ozone is a primary filter to protect Earth's surface from harmful UV rays.
Awful.
Causing fear, dread, or terror, very bad or unpleasant.
Examples:
An awful error. Do awful damage. I regretted making an awful mistake in my final exam.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Hunch.
To lean forward or arch one's back in a way that suggests a feeling of suspicion or uncertainty. To have a feeling or presentiment that something is true or likely to happen, without evidence or explicit proof.
Examples:
Hunch against the rain. Hunch up the shoulders. I hunch over my computer all day, and my back aches after a while.
Messy.
Disorganized and untidy.
Examples:
Messy data. Messy handling. His messy bedroom is always a source of frustration for his mother.
Troubleshoot.
To identify and solve problems or difficulties, particularly in mechanical or technical systems or situations.
Examples:
Troubleshoot network issues. Troubleshoot software problems. I need to troubleshoot why my computer keeps freezing.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples:
Musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Sloth.
Laziness or lack of energy or motivation to do something. A slow-moving, arboreal mammal found in Central and South America.
Examples:
Lazy sloth. Overcome sloth. The sloth's slow movements are a product of their physiology.
Toucan.
A tropical bird characterized by a large, colorful beak that is native to Central and South America, also known for its brightly colored feathers and distinctive calls.
Examples:
Toucan habitat. Tropical toucan. The colorful toucan bird is native to Central and South America.
Convert.
To turn something into a different form, to transform.
Examples:
Convert fat into energy. Convert base 10 to base 16. I want to convert my sadness into strength.
Carbonate.
A carbonic acid salt or ester that contains the anion CO3.
Examples:
Sodium carbonate. Alkaline carbonate. The explosive chemical reaction does not occur in all sodium carbonate.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Entrepreneur.
An individual who creates or invests in one or more businesses, especially when this involves taking financial risks.
Examples:
A successful entrepreneur. Billionaire entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs willingly accept business risks to achieve success.
Breakthrough.
A sudden, dramatic, and important discovery or development that helps to improve a situation or provide an answer to a problem.
Examples:
Breakthrough in the negotiations. Breakthrough discovery. A technique called deep learning has led to breakthroughs in AI.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Mitigate.
To make less severe or less intense, to alleviate or lessen the adverse effects of something.
Examples:
Mitigate risk. Mitigate a natural disaster. Efforts to mitigate the effects of climate change require a coordinated and sustained effort by governments, businesses, and individuals.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Earthquake.
A sudden and violent shaking of the ground caused by the movement of rock beneath the Earth's surface.
Examples:
An earthquake zone. An earthquake proof. The violent earthquake caused widespread damage and injuries throughout the region.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Crack.
To break or cause to break without dividing into separate parts. Noun, a line on the surface of something along which it is separated without breaking.
Examples:
Crack an eggshell. A crack in a board. He that would eat the kernel must crack the nut.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
An irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.